Hey Boyd-Buchanan, in case you haven't heard, our annual musical is not in the spring, it's in the fall, like this week in the fall. I want to know more about Hadestown, and I think I might hear the creative team inside. Let's go talk to them. They are here. Hello, creative team.
Hello.
Hi. I know you're hard at work, but you have
are.
just a moment for me to talk to you?
Yeah,
about-
absolutely.
Okay, so I'm here with the creative team. Let me introduce them. Lori Workman, director.
Yes.
Cinnamon Smith, choreography.
Yes.
And Miss Cammie Horton, vocal coach. You've been working hard,
Yes.
Yes.
and I'm excited. I cannot wait to come see this musical, but I don't know as much about it as our typical musicals.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if you could kind of give me a little bit of an idea of what it's about.
Sure. I can do that. I can tell you that Aeneas Mitchell wrote a folk opera, and it went through several production changes. And then it opened on Broadway in 2019 as Hadestown That We Know. It was nominated for 14 Tonys and won. Out of the ones they won, for sure, they won Best Musical. And so in
So it's like the real
2019
deal.
It was the real, yeah. So
it's like a
and,
big
and
time.
even though it seems kind of new for us, it's been 15 years kind of in the making.
So the story is, from what you were saying, like a tragedy?
It is a tragedy.
It's very much based on a Greek myth of Orpheus and Eurydice, and Orpheus is in love with Eurydice, and he feels like his gift of music can change the world. But through some struggles of their own, Eurydice makes a decision to go to Hadestown, which is the underworld. And Orpheus, because of his great love for her, he goes to get her, and to bring her back, he has to go on a journey that is long and arduous. And the test is he cannot look back to see if she is following him. She has to follow him out of the underworld. They can go, but he can't. The test is you can't look back to see if she's going with you. And so there is a lot of romantic themes and hope, and and the power of music. I don't think we can underestimate that. Yeah.
And you mentioned it's a folk opera.
Yeah.
Like, give me a little bit about the music there.
I can tell you about
Okay,
that.
okay.
I love this music so much, and it is definitely folk inspired, but you'll also hear some jazz. And because it's folk inspired, it makes the melodies incredibly singable. We were talking about, this is one of the most singable shows we've ever done. But don't let that fool you, because it also has some of the most complex rhythms and harmonies that we have ever put in front of our kids. I know that you love Les Mis.
Yeah.
And everybody kind of recognizes Les Mis as a difficult score. And this reminds me a little bit of it, except I think Hadestown takes up the complexity a notch. It's so rich and thick. I love this so much, and you're going to be really, really impressed. Our kids are killing it. They sound beautiful, and you're going to get goosebumps. You're just going to get goosebumps.
I have goosebumps when you're
Guaranteed.
talking about
Yeah.
it. So with all this music,
Uh-huh.
I bet there's a lot of dancing.
There is.
There's a lot of dancing. Basically, from the moment the show starts to the moment it ends, they are nonstop moving. The first act is up above, so everything is very more real-time Appalachian style. They're kind of living in that world, and so the weight is higher up. They're having fun. Then they go down to Hades, and when they get down there, it's very mechanical and heavy and hard, and so there's a huge shift in how they have to move. And to have a follow-through theme, there's moments up top that I've shifted the movement to make it heavier in the bottom, so you'll see shadow effect of the movement, and it kind of helps carry the theme through.
And students haven't had to develop their characters through
Oh,
that.
yeah.
They have an above ground character, which is not the same as their below ground. And their movements, Cinnamon has done a great job of designing those moves. And I mean, you'll have a costume change as well, but
Yeah.
really it's the movement and the songs that change. And it's It's like
And the
nothing we've
kids
done
are-
before.
yeah, the kids are killing it. It's
Well, I was gonna
hard
say,
and it's different.
There, I'm always blown away by the talent of our kids and how the work is paying off. And I'm guessing this show is no different, is it, Ms. Workman?
No, it's no different, and I think I think every time you get a new group of kids and you think, okay, who's going to step up? Who's going to step into these big roles and these leadership roles? And we are blessed to have great kids who just step right up and fill the shoes of those who carried the torch before them. And this year is absolutely no different, and it's going to be exciting to see. It's a very emotional show.
Yeah.
And not necessarily a sad show, but it is a very emotional show.
So can I bring the whole family?
Absolutely, you can bring the whole family. It is completely sung through. I think for sure, I think 8 and up are going to kind of really have the buy-in and get some of the things. The whole family can come. There may be some of the moments that could be
may not
lost on it. They may not, but yeah,
Like in any show.
it's not. I heard a little kid walk by the sign the other day, and they're like, "Is it scary?" And I was like,
Oh,
"It's not scary. It is wholesome and
There are even some moments where you're going to laugh. I
There
mean,
are.
we're going to a tragedy, but there are definitely humorous moments too. Yeah.
yeah."
It's a well written.
Bring them all.
Yeah.
Bring
So
the
you
whole
have
family.
The emotion. The kids that are younger that have come in and witnessed some of the rehearsals, they're so excited, and they're glued.
May not get it all.
Oh sure,
no,
but
they're
they
gonna
sure
feel-
get
they'll still
what
feel.
they
They
feel
get
the
it.
energy.
Yeah.
So I've got my tickets.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What are the show times? Any details people need to know? How do you get your tickets?
It opens Thursday, this Thursday, November the 14th. We have a show at 7 o'clock. Friday night, we got a big game.
Yeah.
So we're going to take Friday night off. We have 2 shows on Saturday at 2 and 6.
2 and 7.
2 and 7. 2 and 7 on Saturday, and Sunday at 2 o'clock. And then Monday night this year at 7 o'clock. So we're going to close on a Monday night. And when you go to bbschool.org, the first pop-up that you see is a ticket link.
And then I've seen some posters.
There's posters around with a QR code.
QR
yes.
code.
But it is.
So it's easy to buy tickets.
Easy,
It's
and you can also
$10.
buy them at the door.
Yeah.
It will be through the app. It won't be a cash.
Yeah.
It'll be.
Bring your phone
It'll
and be
be through the
prepared to pay
app.
by
Yeah.
credit card.
So,
Yeah.
And this is our second school performance in this facility, and there is no bad seat.
No,
No bad seat.
no
Any
bad
seat you get, you're going to have a great view of the performers. Bad seat.
No,
No bad
no,
seat.
no
Any
bad seat.
you get, you're going to have a great view of the performers, the stage,
Yeah.
lighting. I'm so excited.
Oh,
We are
we're
too.
very
I'm
excited.
ready
It's
to.
going to be incredible.
Yay!
It's going to be incredible.
Night.
We can't wait to see you.
Okay, Hadestown on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hadestown!